At 110, you know it's driving again. We're driving that train, everybody. Hello, welcome. I don't know why I have to adjust my seat every day, but hey, welcome to 420 Live. Jeff Kravitz. Friday. We made it through the week. Our fifth episode of the week, 155 if you're keeping count at home. I'm sick of hearing myself talk. I know everybody in my family is sick of hearing me talk. They're like, "We just shut up." And I'm like, "Yeah, but. And they're like, no, just really put some food in your mouth. Have a drink. Relax." So I've been doing a lot of that, trying to be the quiet one. Doesn't work very well for me, as you know. Those of you who know, been tuning in now for the past 6 months. I mean, that's crazy. Actually, it's more than 6 months. 6 months ago, I had our guest on. April 4th, David Shaw was on the show. That was his first time on. I was a fledgling 3-week-old podcast host. Not even. Didn't have anything. I looked at the tape. No microphone, no camera, no lights. I didn't have my beauty light. And now, I'm a little bit more professional. I got like a professional email. I send everybody with the links so they know where they're going and what's going on and the times and everything. So I had to kick my game up if I was going to stay in the game. And it's funny when you go back and look at those tapes now, I watch myself. I was doing it from my garage, which is like a mess. And, now I try to have a space that looks orderly and clean because I know Claude Taylor could rate my Skype room at any time. And we wouldn't want to get like a 2 or 3. So I have a musical instrument back there. I need a plant, though, is what he said. So I got to get myself a plant, even a nice artificial, some twigs or something. He always gets a high rating. Rate my Skype room. I'm trying not to focus on the noise out there, folks. Every day I wake up and I hear the suburban housewife viewpoint of what's going on about, oh, did you hear how they're trying to silence Twitter and Facebook about this Joe Biden story? And it's just so funny how these stories are like, they want that suburban housewife vote and they're just targeting the stories right to it. Just like wake up and you can hear what the wife has to say in the morning when she's explaining to you what's going on in the world. And it's interesting conversation because I'm like, Russian bot. You got the Russian bot, honey. That's not a real opinion. You're speaking Russian right now. Translated into English. You're buying the distraction. There's so much coming at us. But one thing I saw an amazing, I've been watching these polls and everything's like looking good. And the not the debate. What was that? The town hall last night. Got to give it up to Sam Guthrie. I mean, she gave it to him. I mean, not gave it to him. She did what a good reporter does, and that's follow up the question, keep the subject on task. Don't let them get distracted. Don't let them change the subject. Because every time these guys open their mouth, you watch Pence, you watch Trump, they all change the subject every time they open their mouth. They don't want to talk about the question because they can't answer the questions. That's the long and short of it. So she just kept it on the point. And, that's what it is. And he should be able to handle that. Obama would have been able to handle that. I think even George Bush would have been able to handle that. Well, maybe not. Junior anyway. But, it's just frustrating. You're watching a battle out there. I feel like it's good versus evil. I feel like Satan is running for president. It's like every day. It's like, what else can I do? What else can I destroy? But we're not trying to get destroyed here. We're trying to keep it on task, trying to keep it going, keep it light, keep it distracted, because that's kind of where we are right now. That's kind of where we're living, in a land of distraction, trying to keep ourselves motivated. It is getting a little chillier out there. We lost basketball. Looks like we're going to lose baseball here in LA. And is that tonight? Atlanta's going to take it. So the distractions are few and far between, but we've had a lot of our favorite musical energy coming back into the fold with drive-in shows, with benefit shows. Last night, David Shaw did a benefit show. I believe it was to save the stages, but no, wait, it wasn't. He's going to tell me right now. Everybody, David Shaw from the Revivalists. He has 2 new songs out right now, Shaken and Promised Land. The first time he's released solo music. And I'm excited to have him on the show again. He's a good friend and fun to follow on the Instagram if you're not on David Shaw train. Hello, David.
What's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing well, man. Dude, you got this dialed in since the last time we chatted. I gotta get my face light going because I'm like kind of got this like
The half light. Yeah, well, you know,
halfway in the light situation.
well, when I started looking up cameras and stuff like that, they're like even more important than a camera is to have the light. You
Yeah,
know, so
I think you're right.
you know.
I'm looking over here. I got this light over here that might be better. Yeah.
Well, you know, you got the rock star lighting, which is very good.
There we go. I'll take it.
It's dramatic. Tell us, you know, you've been alone for a while. I mean, you're with your lady, I know that,
With my lady, yep.
but you've really been all, you know, isolated into your little world there and doing your thing and being very creative at the same time, very vocal on Facebook and Instagram about all the social things that are going wrong. And I inspired by what's happening to come up with some new music. So what was your thought process in like, this is going to be for me? Like, this is my, like, how did you decide that?
Oh, man. You know, I've thought about that a lot. And, you know, one of the things that I keep coming back to is that, you know, I just, you know, I do a lot of co-writing and guys in the band do a lot of co-writing as well. And, you know, I think in order to keep our band sounding like our band, it's very important that we, you know, keep ourselves as a unit, you know, as much as possible. And so, you know, there's a lot of songs that I write with other people. So I feel like, you know, I needed to get these songs out in a way that felt authentic to myself. And these songs, I mean, Shaken is a very personal song. You know, if you've seen the music video, and Promised Land, it was just, you know, it's kind of crazy. We wrote the song, you know, about almost damn near a year before, you know, any of this, you know, stuff that had just recently happened. But honestly, this stuff's kind of been going on, has been going on for, you know, 400 years.
Yeah. Well, Promised Land is about the social injustice and what's happening in our world, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And
I mean,
it's been happening for years. It's not like it's just been happening this past year, right?
Exactly. So, yeah, man, you know, I just, it's one of those things where I write a lot of songs and I collaborate with a lot of people. Also, I got to say that this solo project, you know, I'm just a very collaborative person. So, you know, it was not just me, you know, I called up some of my best friends, you know, to, you know, be the band. You know, I got my buddy Neil Francis. Have you listened to Neil?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
I bet you love Neil, man.
He's great.
Dude, right? I mean,
yeah.
Killer. I got my boy PJ on the drums. He's also in the Revivalists. Mike Starr on the bass. My good buddy who I wrote a lot of the songs with on the album, Chris Buda. So it was just yeah, man. But that's
so. Did you send them all tracks? Is that how it worked?
Do I send them all tracks? No, we got together in the studio and kind of and just, you know,
hashed it out. Incredible. And Shaken, you're talking about is a little bit more personal. Talk about what your inspiration for that was.
So the inspiration for Shaken was, you know, I needed to. I'm a giver at my core. You know, I can give and give and give until I feel like I sometimes lose myself in the picture. And that was kind of a tune where I sat down and I was like, you know what, I need to write something for me to honestly just like get myself going, like get me, I need to get out of this funk that I'm in, you know? So it kind of, you know, started as this like, you know, exercise in self-love and blossomed into something else, you know? And I realized that, you know, I could kind of hit on these various things. And then we kind of came on across the video. I was thinking, okay, how do we really connect to all this? And the video, like I was thinking like, okay, like we need to be able to show the story, you know? I mean, because it's funny. The song is, you know, I don't really want to pigeonhole exactly what my meaning of a song is. I really, really want the listener to be able to listen to the song and kind of attach their own story to it.
Right.
That's a big thing, I think, especially just with the way I think about art and music and how it's all received. It's like a painting. It's like you don't always have the painter going, this is what this painting's about, and this is what it is. Sometimes you do, but sometimes they're just like, here it is. What do you feel? What is this? What is this kind of? What is the emotion? So yeah.
So what I guess what I'm taking away is that because you're so out there and a public figure and putting yourself all out there all the time, you have to appear like you're happy. Does that make sense? Is my audio bad?
My 1 second. I'm hearing. Are you hearing are you hearing what I'm hearing?
Yeah, the crackling.
Yeah.
What are you using for a mic? Are you still using the headphone?
No.
Let's try that again. Try the headphone again. See if that works better. Because I am hearing a lot of crackling when I talk.
Crazy. You're right. Mercury is in retrograde.
I told you. Like, and that's what I said. I don't get excited. I'm like, all right, this might clear up. But yeah, Mercury's in retrograde. I've had shit go wrong every day. Hold on. I'm going to click you off until you click in. Hold on. Click. You might have to switch your input on the bottom of the screen where it says camera and mic.
Ooh,
does that sound better already, huh? Oh, hold on. Can you hear me? Now I don't hear you. I'm not hearing you. Come on, Mercury retrograde. You know what, David? Just hang up and call back. Oh, wait, hold on. I just heard you say something.
Are you there?
Yeah, but it doesn't sound good. Hang up and call back, and we'll just go from there.
Call you back.
All right. I'm gonna get him out of here. There you go. Folks, I told David, I was like, you know what? Something's going on because we were doing the test, and something's going wrong every day this week. And I knew after day one what was going on. Mercury retrograde was coming. And then the next day it came, and now every day it's something else. It's like, what do we have today? We have audio problems. Oh, what do we have today? Oh, you forgot to turn your mic on. You forgot to turn the camera on. I know my audio is good. Thank you, Electra. Yes, I am good. He's not. Yeah, he's having trouble. And he's cracking. He's crackling. Let's see. He's coming back. Fingers crossed. Because I got so many good questions here.
Oh, so weird. It's so weird. I'm still getting the. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. That sucks.
That's the craziest thing ever. I wonder if it's. I just gotta say, my technology situation here is not exactly the best.
Yeah, but it's still. We should still be able to.
Yeah, crazy. I don't know.
What are you using? Your phone?
I'm on my phone because my computer is. I don't have Chrome.
Oh, you don't have Chrome? Yeah, I know. It's a pain in the ass. All right.
It's not that bad.
Can you hear me when I talk?
I can hear you when you talk.
All right, because if you can hear my question and I shut up, then I can hear your question.
Yeah, we good. I've had to try to
show 155, and I'm still having issues. It's unbelievable.
It's probably. Are you hearing it on your end, or is it just my phone?
No, I hear it when I talk. Well, I don't hear it when you talk.
Weird.
Which is strange.
Hey.
Okay. So my last question, I'm going to get out through the crackling, was when I wrote the song, you've obviously, as a public figure, you have to come off happy. You have to, you don't come out like, oh, I'm bummed, because you have other people that are relying on you for your energy. And at a certain time, that sucks your energy. It takes a lot away from you.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. it's just one, I think I had to honestly learn the hard way, and, there's been things that have happened to me health wise, that have taken years, years to kind of heal and, get right. I had this thing that happened with my ears, and that was just like a really, really scary thing. And it was all stress and kind of sleep deprivation related. And I mean, a musician having something happen with his ears is very scary. Luckily now, through a lot of different things, meditation, just therapy, all this stuff, I'm good, which is like, whoo, 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 okay, cool. Taking care. I'm going to take good care of myself because, whoa, something can come along and just snap you right out of it. Just kind of like what we're going through right now. Don't take anything for granted. Oh my God. But anyways, yeah, so Shaken was just that song, and it's kind of become a little bit like my, personal anthem of hell, even though, you might be going through some pain, even though you might be, scared, to do something that you haven't done in a while, or, that you haven't slept in 3 days, and you got to get out there and you got to give these people what they want. I can't tell you how many shows I've had to do, where I didn't sleep on this bus for 3 days, and I was just in this like insane headspace. And then I go out there, you know what? I gotta say, the only thing that really kept me going was the love from the fans, because it's like, it's really true, what Bob Marley says. And it's like, when the music hits, you feel no pain. Well, when the fans are screaming, you feel no pain too, so yeah, Shaken has been that thing. And with the video, I just really wanted to show a more vulnerable side of myself. I think that a lot of times, maybe people might see me as, they want to, they see it as a strong character. So, which I am. And I think that's,
Well, yes, you're tall, you're big, you're a front man, you're talented. People see that, right? So they think that you're invincible. They think you're like a Superman.
Exactly. I think so. Yeah. And so I just wanted to just kind of just show, that I'm just like you. I go through all these things, I've come from, I've been bullied as a kid, and just, it wasn't like that was a huge part of my childhood, but, like I said, it's happened to the best of them, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to just, kind of just put myself in that pedestrian light, because that's really who I am. I feel like that's also, I kind of feel like that's one of the reasons why the fans kind of gravitate to me, is because they feel like they know me, because they do. Like, that's the thing. And I don't ever want to lose that. Like, I can get as big as I could get, whatever, I don't care. Filling stadiums. But like, I always want to just have that grounded, have that, I don't know. It's just a feeling that, comes with just feeling like I always had. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say, but I think hopefully it's getting through.
Well, yeah, and also a lot, you're sober, which a lot of people don't. A lot of rock stars, that's how they get issues with substance abuse, is because the endorphin rush from the crowd is so much that they want to go back, and that's the only way to get it is with different substances. So you don't really have that kind of escapism that other people have. So that all loads up, right? So how do you get that? How do you clean that out and level that playing field?
Man, you got to get creative. You got to get creative. And I think we talked about this last time. It's like, you kind of got it. Like I'm really into ginger now. I've been like really in putting a lot of ginger in my diet, because I think one of the things that addicts kind of have, like the cord that runs thick through us, is we kind of get on these you know, it's like you get on, you're on this one thing, you know, and you're on this other thing. Well, sometimes you get on this one thing and you get stuck. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to take that kind of same energy, you know, and apply it to, you know, just certain good, healthy aspects, you know, that, you know, you know, of my life, basically. And so that's
So
kind of,
what does ginger do? I take it every day in my smoothie.
dude.
So
Ginger,
what do you find it does for you?
dude, that's good. Stick with it, because I really, honestly, it's crazy. I think it's well, first off, it takes your it fights inflammation, and I feel like that's something that I'm always kind of constantly battling with a little bit, just due to the nature of, like, just, you know, singing. Like the way that I sing is, it's a pretty strenuous kind of a thing. So things kind of get out of whack. Things get swollen. I run a lot, you know. I might sometimes you know, one of the things that I gotta say that is kind of one of my vices is a good old Mexican Coke. Bring it on, you know. I've really had to. I know it's just like so PG, but it's just the truth. Um,
Well, it has real sugar. And I remember last time we talked, you told me about Wim Hof.
yes.
And my son and I were sitting around one day, and I was like, you know, David told me about this Wim Hof thing. We should try this breathing technique. And we tried it, and it was insane. You stop, you can control your heart rate. I mean, that was just like, he's like, slow your heart rate. And all of a sudden, I felt your heart's beating, slow it. And I just slowed. I was like, holy crap, you can do that.
Yeah, it's wild. It's really crazy, because there's a point that you get to during those breathing techniques where like your body starts going, oh, we need some air. We need some air. But if you just really just kind of phase into it, you get to, you know what I'm talking about. You get to that point where you're like, holy shit, I don't need air right now, and I don't need air for the next 3 minutes or whatever. It's insane.
How long can you hold your breath for now?
I mean, you know, honestly, I haven't been doing the breathing exercises lately. I want to be completely transparent about that, but I've been sticking with the cold showers. That's something that I've just religiously put into my daily routine. But when I was doing the breathing exercises, I held my breath for 4 minutes. I shit you not. One time I held my breath for 4 minutes. That was crazy. That was like, what? So yeah.
Wow.
Well, it wasn't like that every time. I can't say. I think like when I actually tried to do it, you know, it was more like a 3 minutes is still actually pretty long, but like the 4 minute was like, I don't know what I was doing that day, you know. Like I feel like my chest cavity must have been, like, you know, stretched out, my diaphragm. I don't know, you know, there's all kinds of things that go into it.
What a crazy guy, man. I'm like, doing research on him was just like, wow.
Right? He's a nut, man. I mean, the guy, I really want to get, I'm telling you, I really want to do a retreat, you know, with some of my buddies, and just go there and, you know, live up in the, you know, get the Wim Hof all up in that, you know. Like I'm trying to, like, let's go. You know, like I feel like, honestly, I feel like that would be good for our band to do. I think that would be good.
Well, is anybody else into it?
You know, I don't think any of them really, you know, practice anything like that, you know, but, you know, it's not to say that they wouldn't, you know. I think, you know, it would be, you know, it'd be a good thing. I think it'd be a good thing.
Yeah, the breathing exercise I found was like 4 minutes on YouTube. And after 4 minutes, I was like, holy crap, that was incredible.
You feel like Superman, because you've just basically super oxygenated your blood. You know, it's wild. It's really wild. And it's one of the things that I noticed. I mean, it's like straight up, it is, I mean, it really is anxiety training. It's like anxiety training for your nervous system. You know, it's wild. It's cool.
It's crazy.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, well, we got to stay alive. And we got to stay healthy, and I think that's kind of your message with shaking, right? You got to pull through and come out the other side.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, yeah, you gotta. There's gonna be things that you're gonna have to do that you're gonna be, not feeling so great about doing, but that's where courage comes in.
So, are you have enough for an album? How many solo songs do you have? How many? When you busting them out?
I got a bunch. I think there's gonna be 12 on the album. So that's gonna be cool.
And when are you gonna record the rest of it?
It's recorded. It's done.
Oh, it's all done.
It's about to get mastered.
Wow. Are you happy with it? I guess you're happy with it.
I'm super happy with it. Yeah. Now it's cool because I'm starting to do, these certain kind of like. Things, and I'm starting to. It's just kind of fun to really just really kind of, because songs they just take on a different, as you kind of go, it's like you record the song and then as you kind of start playing it, it can go one way, it can go the other way, and then you're like, damn, I wish we would have recorded it like that. But I just think that's the live version. There we go. So yeah, it's starting to get fun, really, really fun, just kind of seeing these things come to life.
And how do you see yourself performing this stuff live?
What's up? Say that again.
Are you going to perform? And my friend Nikki Gilbert is saying, ask him when he is doing his show at Press Hall for the new record.
Oh, well, I want to do that at some point for sure. I think we were going to talking about doing one here kind of pretty soon. And honestly, it just felt a little premature because I didn't want to play all the songs just yet from the record, and I didn't have enough material. So I think we're going to do that a little closer to the record release and make it a big thing. So there's that.
What's the date? What's the date of the record release?
Hopefully, I'm saying hopefully, March-ish.
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 So you still got time.
Yeah.
And what's happening in Revivalist world? What's happening with the Revivalists right now?
We're kind of sifting through, our songs, our, old demos, this and that. Andrew and Zach were literally, they left like a half an hour ago. We've been, so we're just kind of, it's like, man, like I said, we have just like for the last album, we dug through like 60 different songs. And now it's like, it's not like I stopped writing. It's not like Andrew stopped writing. It's not like Zach stopped writing. So now it's just like, we just have so many things that we just have to it's wild. It's wild.
So are you going to the studio?
What's up?
Are you going to go in the studio once you figure out what the material is, or what's the plan?
Oh yeah, that's the plan. We're going to go into the studio, make another record, do the whole thing. Yeah, for sure. Not exactly sure when that's going to happen, just because, I got this record, so it's like we're not exact.
Right. You don't want them conflicting.
How radio, you got to have a little bit of, we gotta just kind of we're working on stuff for sure.
Well,
for sure.
Good.
I'm excited about it.
And did you play last night? Was that tipping point last night?
I think I played you a little. It was a tipping point. Yeah, that was cool, man. It was so cool to play those songs with such a big band. I mean, there was 3 backup singers, full horn section. I mean, you got Ivan Neville on the keys, who's just a monster. You know, it was kind of funny. I when I picked the song, I didn't, I hadn't realized that I'm gonna pick the song.
Your internet's really bad. I think we're locked up.
From Montgomery, so
we're locked up, right, folks?
Played that song.
Oh, I gotta kick him because he doesn't even know. Let's see if he comes back. Well, we're gonna see. You know, I'm just sitting here melting down over Mercury retrograde and trying to keep the show going and be like, this is working. It's really working. Yeah, I know. I'm really getting the message across. And then it's like, no, it's not working at all. And then, yeah, it's working. It's working. No, it's not. And yes, Zoran, Houston, we have a problem. Hey, that's live during Mercury retrograde. You know, fortunately, David Shaw, we know how great a guy is. We've had him on before, and you could hear we got a lot of what he had to say out. But he's probably still talking, thinking he's on the show. And I think it's probably, you know, it's Wi-Fi problems, it's internet problems, it's everything all together. That's what we end up with. Taco Maniac, you had a question? I saw that there. You're popping in on the Twitch. Do you have a question there? I got you. We will take questions from the crowd. That totally works. David is hungry and humble. Oh, let's see. We're gonna try it again. Gonna try it. This is it. This is gonna be the last time. I think the internet's fucked.
You know what it is, man? I know exactly what it is. My phone. It's overheating. That's exactly what it is.
All right. Well, let me just, you were talking about last night and how great it was to play for a big band. I wanted to get that out because that just happened. So go ahead and tell that story if you don't mind.
It was amazing to play these songs with such a big, just amazing band. I mean, you had three backup singers, which was just awesome to sing with. I mean, it just felt like I was just laying my voice down into this like velvety little blanket that just felt just so good, you know. I got a full horn section. Jimmy Vivino on the guitar from the Conan O'Brien show.
Yeah, I know Jimmy.
That was super cool. He played the some slide on Promised Land, which was hot as hell. Ivan Neville on the keys, and my buddy Eric Krasno on the other guitar. He was also the music director. And so, yeah, it was just amazing. I don't know did you hear the part where I was talking about choosing Angel from Montgomery?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I have no idea. I chose Angel from Montgomery to sing because because John Prine passed away. Just a monumentally huge just force in songwriting. I mean, just what a gifted fella, such a special guy. So I wanted to honor him, and also I wanted to honor my friend James O'Rock, who actually lost his life very recently in a paragliding accident. He's from New Zealand. He's a Kiwi. Yeah, I mean, he lived on the edge though. You know, like that was like if he was gonna go, I think that's just like how he was gonna go. You know, like, and so that was one of his favorite songs. So played that for him. But it was interesting because I didn't realize that. I realized quickly, but I didn't realize at the time I was choosing the song that Ivan Neville had been playing that song with Bonnie Raitt for 20 years in her band. So it was interesting. But he's got it under his fingers, as one way, that he's been playing it, for, the long time. And I'm kind of like coming in there, and I was playing a little differently. So like, it was funny because it ended up being a bit of an amalgamation between the way that she played, the way that John played it, the way that I kind of played it, and I think it kind of came out kind of cool. So that was like really interesting thing, for sure. No, but that was awesome. I mean, I saw it last night, and they really
came out great.
Looked great. Like, it was like, this is how a stream needs to look and sound, because some of these streams, sound is tough. It's tough to get the mix. It's just like, it's hard to get the mix right because it's a sterile situation, but they got it.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna let you go because we're having so much trouble with this. I feel like I'm wrestling.
I know.
But we'll do it again. I know you're not going anywhere, and you got a lot of great things happening. So I look forward to talking to you again, and we're in touch all the time.
Let's definitely do it again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Google Chrome on my computer. I'm gonna up my text.
You hit me up. I'll give you a shopping list.
All right.
Very, very, very simple and cheap because I am too. Thanks, David. Good to see you, man.
Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Dang. It's so much to talk to, too. It's just like, arg, arg, arg. But we'll get together again with David and chat it out. And we're going to kick up his game there. Get him a light, get him a mic. I'm sure he's got mics there. We just got to hook it up. We'll go hook it up. But we got the weekend coming up, everybody. Let me talk to you a little bit about, that was yesterday. You see Mark Clark on the show yesterday? He did a great job. It was great to see him on there. He also talked about New Orleans Recycles, which important stuff. Our friends in NOLA, keeping it real. And our friends at Headcount, they're almost at 1 million. They registered 1 million people. So get ready. And I want to tell you about Sinlawn.com. Here it is, my new rug. They are doing a contest right now to get a 5-foot by 7-foot roll of Sinlawn. And you can cut to your own custom and make your own custom rug right there. It's a beautiful thing. I kind of like the Widow's Peak look. Let's see if you do it like this. That's like the Widow's Peak. It's not a bad, it's not a bad look. I miss hair. Environmentally safe AstroTurf. For my friends out there that are tired of watering their lawns, especially on the West Coast, we're tired of watering lawns. I have AstroTurf all over my house, believe it or not. And we did that decades ago because I didn't want to put in a sprinkler system. We all figure out something, but Sinlawn will take care of your lawn needs, and Headcount will take care of your voting needs, and Ash's Chocolates, they'll take care of your chocolate needs. 20% off with the 420 Live code, and you get the 420 Live CBD bar. You haven't been hearing much about that, have you? Because I ate them all, and they're not on my mind. But I'm going to get some more sent out to me, and we're going to send a couple out to a couple of our guests that have been on, and the Solo Pipes from our friends at Solo Pipe Venice. We're constantly working hard for you here at 420 Live every day. It's a new adventure, a new deep dive down. On Monday, we're going to talk to our friend Jake Silko about his time with Trey Anastasio Band and that's happening in 1 minute. You're going to turn in and watch Trey from the Beacon. We're all going to tune in and watch. It was fun last weekend. He did a great job. Another great job today. So I'll sign off so you guys can all get the viewing. Give you a minimal amount of me today. Thank you all. Peace, love, and happiness, everybody out there. Big hug. Talk to you all on Monday.